Tesla City, a large settlement. Numerous buildings are dimly visible through the shining dome of electrical discharge that is projected over the town. Is it? So they call him a madman, but it sounds like it's also... I think his city's still functioning, unlike the other ones. I wonder if we can set up trade? Or if it's going to be a horrible mistake for them to know that we exist. So there are other cities, one way or another. The sawmill is... Oh, I didn't assign the new workers to work at the sawmill. Whoops. 17 hours till I have to deal with 35 children. So this just gives children a safe place during work hours. But the bunkhouse is what I need in order to actually store the children, like, where they live. And we currently have 7 homeless citizens. Oh yeah, we're still rebuilding the tents though, so we don't know for sure. Speaking of which... Tents 4. Where? Where are the tents hiding? Are they just the ones that are currently being... I think it's just counting the ones that haven't been replaced yet. And am I researching... I'm researching heater efficiency. I need to research getting better houses. It is really cool looking at this up close. Alright, go away. Don't tell me about the fishing village. I've already checked that out. You're off, right? Yeah. Oh boy. We're gonna want more range, I think. More everything, really. But that means it's gonna double in cost. Which means we're gonna want more coal. So I might want to research the increased coal production first, then go further in. Oh, heater's off. Turn that on. They're dying in there. Man. Not even the actual heater in here is helping that much, is it? That's just how absurdly cold it's gotten at this point. Those are finishing up. Heater efficiency upgrade research. There we go. We have another amputee. I'm stretched so thin, I don't know if I can deal with the number of heating problems happening right now. I'm working towards it. House is tempting. Also very expensive because I have to upgrade everyone's houses. Or I can go for range. Or power. I mean, the stuff that's already in its zone isn't hot enough right now, so probably power is the way to go. Except in order to afford that, I need to have huge amounts of coal. But I also... Where's the one where I go out? Exploration and industry. Oh yeah, they put these two unrelated things together, basically. There's the beacon and outpost stuff, then there's the factory, just kind of jammed into one tree. So I need this if I want to be able to make, prosthetics. Which is kind of low priority because there's only 2 people that affects right now. Compared to like the 20 people that were in care facilities before, like I'm doing alright. Oh, I don't have any care facilities, do I? I might need to rebuild that for them. No, because they can stay in the religious healing location now, I think. So with this, they can make an outpost team to go get resources from those outdoor locations. I think I need to get that set up. I hate this indecision. I can expand my power, increase my coal production, or I can do this. But one of the things I can do with this is the coal mine, right? Because my thought process here is I can expand to that coal mine if I set up that. That seems like one of the cheaper ways to get more coal. I think I'm going to commit to that. And then I can create my outpost teams and send them out to go get the coal mine and go deal with multiple other locations that we kind of need. It's not a cheery situation, and all this is happening while I still kind of need religious enforcers. I think we're good to go still for a bit. Coal pile oh, they finished off that coal pile. Neat. Now the only other permanent resource that's in my way, besides the ones that I need to build stuff on specifically, is just that one right there. And none of that is heated. These are cold? Right, because I turned the heater off. Well, we're gonna have to undo that and just deal with the consequences there. Holy crap. Even with the heaters turned off, even with the thing next to it, the heaters need to be on. Now we're at negative coal. I need that research to finish so I can make the depot out there. You're just done because the storage is done. That's fine. We're capped out on that too? Yeah, we're maxed out on wood, and we're maxed out on food. Scouts have reached Tesla City. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow, but nobody comes out to greet us. That sounds like some boss tech. Thunder unleashed. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance of Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharge, which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burning flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Oh. They made a badass lightning barrier and it backfired and killed everyone, probably? The scouts can try to disable the electrical discharge, but they'll probably die or stay away. Let's search the outskirts. I'm not sending them into a suicide lightning rod. We searched the outskirts of Tesla City. It seems that nobody has survived inside, but some people might have escaped. Yeah, entering seems like a terrible idea. But there's the Dreadnought landing. Along the shore of the frozen bay, we can see the outline of an enormous ship. A wide lane of broken ice leads to it from the west. Enjoy your trip, everybody. You guys are really good at living in the cold, despite the whole us needing a city to live over here. You guys are like mega badasses, I guess. We currently have wood, coal, and fishing out there. I figure I'd probably go for coal and food. Those are two things that my city constantly requires at all times. Whereas wood and steel I need for at a case by case with buildings. Obviously it's something I constantly use, but there's a very inexorable and horrifying constant need for coal and food, and so I'd probably go with those ones. So these are all closed because we're maxed out on wood. I guess I'll just plop down another one, right? Or just build more crap, honestly. Right, because the children are coming in. They need houses. That's 3 more houses. How are we doing on houses? 0 tents. Everyone's in bunk houses generally. We don't have houses invented yet, so we're still with bunk houses. 42 vacant beds, but half those are in the care houses. probably the limit of what I need. But then there comes the question of temperature. And overall, we're gonna need like a zone over there. I'll need like 2 more child shelters, I believe. Right? Or, see, that's one of them, right? I think we're currently... Are child shelters not even listed in here? They're not. Not exactly. Do I have a care house? I do, with 2 people in it. Alright, well, I'll leave that there. Oh, 0 people in treatment. Everyone was cured. Everyone? God damn, except for the 2 amputees. Unfortunately, those were the accident amputees. Like, they weren't caused by my horrible policies or anything. They're caused by the nature. bad nature. Well, we have at least 2 buildings of children coming in right now. I'm kind of just expanding for the future right now. Mostly because I have so much wood. But we're going to need it. Oopsie. Tech. Sitting here trying to remember where this goes. Right, I need this road. The roads have to exist first. That takes care of all of them in one streak. Cool. Are they too cold there? So those buildings are already not in a bubble. I might have already gone too far. But I can cancel some of the buildings if I need to. No, that'll affect all of them. Except that crappy one in the middle. We'll go there. These 2 will get canceled. Because that's the zone it covers. Alright, back to time moving forward. We're gonna be ready for them children whether they like it or not. And also, our coal's gonna be fucked. But I'm researching the outpost depot for more coal. Then I'm probably gonna research more upgrades for our coal itself. And then we're all gonna sit here and panic while everything goes wrong. Yay! It's gonna get hotter soon, though, totally undoing the necessity of all of what I'm doing right now. But that's fine. That means we'll be prepared for next time, right? I keep looking at the technology, waiting for it to progress, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's not gonna move because the whole... no one's working. Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 102 food rations from the stockpiles. People are angry and the Londoners are putting their crazy ideas before the city, the needs of the city. I mean, they are. They're shitheads. They're being total shitheads. Unfortunately, I can't send anyone after them. So I need to... that amputee's decision was a mistake. That was just a mistake, and I'm just stuck with it for now. You can't unsign laws. The scouts have returned with children. People are angry about thefts. A crowd has gathered, demanding that you stop ignoring the recent thefts. Sir, you have to do something. When you let these thieves steal our supplies, more and more people think that maybe the Londoners are right, and we'll be safer going with them. I'm sorry, there's a weird arbitrary rule where I have to wait between doing decisions for some reason. I don't know why. You can use the guard station or faith keepers to disperse the crowd. Oh my god. Yeah. You have 3 days to sign the public penance law. They'll soon repent for their sins. Oh boy. Oh boy. The what law? Do I even have access to that one? It's after Faith Keepers? How long are these cooldowns? Will it even be done in 3 days? I still have to wait 5 hours. The nighttime procession means we can reduce discontent. They break up protests. Discontent will rise. I probably should have just said no. Let's see, build the temple, raise hope. Sometimes you lose some discontent. And then there's another service. I like that idea better. Instead of going down this dark road of, like, fanaticism. No, because these are... I mean, this is just security, though. This is just people that want to keep people safe. It's not creepy and weird yet. I'm constantly in trouble here. All right, they've reached the Dreadnought landing. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. Light to the south. We found a piece of hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1888, the American expedition aboard the Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. Research station and ice corridor. Ooh, Steam thing. That's always nice. So they have 3. It's tempting to go back, but I could keep going forward. Oh yeah, if they had died on that risky thing I did, they would have lost that stuff. The other ones are here because they've arrived back. Yeah, sure, send them all the way over there. Just takes them 3 days and taking the longest, most awkward possible route across the map. You know, no big deal. 3 steam cores. I mean, I haven't even used the old ones yet, so it's not the biggest priority, and these ones both seem nearby. The research station. Oddly shaped building bristling with various antennas and instruments. It looks like some kind of research facility. Or the ice corridor. A wide lane of crushed ice extends along the shore as far as the eye can see, obviously left by the American Dreadnought. I'll start with the research station. Might have local information on it too. You guys are going right back out as you do. The Frozen Grove. It's going to be a long trip. Several dozen trees. It's a long trip. 2 hours. Or I could go here. The issue is that when I explore the other one, I can just go to this one, and by the time these guys are getting there, I might be done with that. So it's kind of a long trip. Yeah, they're gonna be there in 9 hours. Because that could be a dead end. I'm just concerned this might be a dead end too. Frozen Grove. I mean, eventually you presumably finish finish exploring everything at some point before the game's even over, and in which case, I guess you would just dismantle that building and let all these people become workers, or convert them into the other thing, the outpost depot stuff, which I'm working on. Man, this is what I get for saying at one point that I felt comfortable about how things were going. The comparison between this and this war of mine is not completely lost in the idea that this is basically it's in many ways a similar scenario, but that was a micro level where like you were essentially playing as one house, and now I'm playing as all of the houses. They're all chilly. I'd like to get the house upgrade because then they all can be safer, at least in their houses, but we're doing the outpost depot still. Let's see, everyone's caught up, everyone's... No, there's people not working. Who's not working? I have 76 children. Oh, it's so many children. What do I do with all these children? I have a bunch of people that aren't working. Could go to coal. Coal balance is negative. I could just plop another coal down here. Is it time to do that? One steam core. I can get people started on that. It's ultimately going to be necessary, I figure, eventually. But just the simple act of even putting it there means we basically immediately need so much crap to deal with the temperature. So steam hub's going to go right up front. And a shrine. We just need to go maximum coal. Alright. Oops. It's weird how the tutorial pop-up thing, the notification stays up. Oh, no gatherable resource in range. Sawmill finally ran out. Alright. Then, we're gonna dismantle that. You know, this is very cold. What if automaton? Send the automaton there. They what? They work... Where is my automaton? Is he wandering around anywhere? Or is he staying there? I don't know where he's currently located. Are people even listed as a resource in one of these tabs? Technology? Can that teach me about automatons better? Industry. Factory. It's where you create automatons. It doesn't tell me how to make... It doesn't tell me about an automaton there. The tutorial page. Hey, automatons. 60% efficiency, but they work 24 hours a day. So having them take over is actually an improvement. And if I have them take over there, we don't have to worry about the health concerns. Like this one's run by an automaton. It running 24 hours a day actually means that it runs with higher efficiency than the people that are gone half the day because they're not working at night, and the heater can be turned off. Then I have extra people I can use to work somewhere around here where I'm going to add this heater. Kind of want a second automaton so I can put it in there. Meanwhile, yeah, you need to be dismantled because there's nothing in range for you to work on. Just trying to make up my mind what to do with some of these people. Some of them are going to be necessary for the outpost stuff. I just don't know how many. We could process raw food into food rations faster, technically. So I could jam 5 people in there, but it's not a safe building to work in. I don't even have sick people to take out of other businesses at the moment. And I can't build... I want to build a wall drill, but I don't have the research done yet. I suppose I could just keep speeding up technology. That's one of my heat circles. And that's a heat circle. The cold temper's getting too cold. It is hard to keep these people safe. This sawmill's freezing? Oh. That's frustrating. It's a little harder to tell this information when I'm building stuff than I'd like it to be. So I guess it doesn't count as being in the heat zone. Does this one count as being in the heat zone? That one's in the heat zone. This one is not in the heat zone, so everyone who works here is at risk of getting an amputation. Damn it. Meanwhile, the hunter's hut is kind of pointless by comparison. The hunter's hut can't have... I'm just like vaguely confused by the hunter's hut and whether or not its temperature matters at all, because they can't... You can't even turn a heater on in one. Let's dismantle this one. And dismantle this one. I'm gonna work on having... I'm probably gonna rebuild another sawmill, but in this... Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. I don't think I can click on him, can I? The Mark III Icelander. Base efficiency. It's a workplace. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna work on trying to build them correctly within the zone, if I can. Might build a few more hunting spots elsewhere. Londoners have gained more followers. Yeah, I'm just doing worse and worse at all times. GG. Gonna plop some more hunting spots over there. So we have excess people to use. We have to get organized. We have to do something. I'm working on it, dude. I really am. Right now I need you guys to build all the things I said to build. That's really the main thing. Waiting for that to fill up. Oh. Ah. Sweet heat. Now it's only -40. Remember -40 from back in the old days? Isn't that nice? Oh, it's gonna drop by 3 levels. And then go up by 2 levels. Wait, no, that's a negative... That's still a -1. Fuck. Well, for a few days I can turn down everything, right? That hunter's hut sure is comfortable for a place that doesn't have people in it ever. It's still only livable. These ones don't need their heaters on. Oh, they already were off. They already were off. Whoops. Oh, look at you. You guys don't need heaters. You don't need a heater. Okay, maybe you can have a heater. I'm sorry. You don't need a heater. But they're the chill... Oh, wait, no, that's the House of Healing. That one's already off. That one shouldn't need it, right? It's by the freaking core. So, some of these I turned on like a second ago. And then, just in time for it to not matter anymore. Oh, that one's the whole zone. Don't turn that one off. I didn't turn any of those off on accident, did I? Alright, let's celebrate -40 for a little while. It's a nice upgrade for all of us. Those aren't ready for any more. Still waiting for the next Book of Law thing to become available. They take their sweet time. There, you're maxed out on work. You're maxed out on work. Oh, I didn't build a road to that one. That'll be working in progress. New coal mine. All stocked up on engineers. Temperature's fine. So that'll be more coal coming our way. 119% productivity. Outpost depot research. At long last. Let's pick the new thing before I forget. The temperature stuff's a little bit less of an emergency right now because things went back. So what do I want to do next? Like, things warmed up for a bit so I can get away with stuff for a bit. Increasing its range and power is certainly one thing. Efficiency is way down here. The steam coal mine, that's what I was thinking of, is to massively increase my coal production. Let's get busy with that. I'm gonna want to get busy with the house too, though, because I want more insulation before we drop even lower than before. That's probably gonna be the pattern for a while here, is dropping by 3, then raising by 2. I imagine the game's gonna keep escalating virtually indefinitely at that point, that way. So we got the new outpost depot. 45 steel. Can't afford that for a while. That's gonna be a little while. Why is Hope flashing so much? I feel like only good things are happening to Hope. And I still have 3 days before the penance law has to be signed. Speaking of which... I was on you this time. Let's get the Faith Keepers. We need to at least catch thieves, right? I might want to build that first, too, before things get worse. 50 steel. The Faith Keepers maintain order, lower discontent in the whole city. They can organize processions to reduce it further. God, it's incredibly expensive. 50 steel. I need a lot of steel today, just in general. Oh, discontent is rising because of the controversial law. Hope is so flashy right now. At least there'll be someone to intervene. When the heathens are on the rise, we need someone to protect us. Oh, my city makes me sad now. I think I'm gonna risk it. I think I'm gonna do the outpost first, and then the security next, and I'm just gonna hope that the next theft... No, the next theft was a while ago. I think I need to make the keepers first, because the next theft's probably gonna come up soon. They keep happening. What a frustrating reason. Food's doing good. A lot of things are doing good right now. The Faith Keepers. I'm not sure if their locations matters so much. Putting them in a warm zone means they won't die. So I guess there's that. Seems like a reasonable place to put them. This will decrease discontent, and that's a heater. Scouts have reached the research station. The door of the research station has been bashed in. There are signs of fighting inside. Broken furniture, damaged scientific instruments, and spatters of blood. The machine uprising has begun. Inside the ransacked station, we found a Tesla's audio diary. I've detected it a few times until now. A few times before, but this one in particular stands out as like, there's been a few grammatical hiccups here and there. A voice speaks. All of the observed changes, like suns dimming, volcanic ash could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake in 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks led from the door towards the mountains. There's a cave hideout. What, like there's a suggestion that a crash was an asteroid strike, and then what, like people reacted like realizing we're doomed or something and freaked out? Is that what the reaction was? Ooh, 2 steam cores. They've got 5 steam cores. I need to spend my existing ones before I worry about bringing them back with more, I think, though. So I'm probably going to keep going. The cave hideout. Maybe find the people here. There's a dark opening at the base of the hill, probably an entrance to a cave. We can see some smoke coming from it. Keep going. There's obviously a risk. Like, if somebody's hostile and kills my scouts, then suddenly it's like, well, I just lost all of those resources. Permanently negatively impacting this playthrough, probably. So there is a fear there. But the being cautious all the time also has a negative, too. Right now we're waiting for the Faith Keepers to get manned. We're also waiting for my iron to get back up to 45. And I think I have spare people to put there, so that'll work out. Steam coal mine researched. That also requires a ton of resources that I'm trying to use right now. Alright. I can see why getting iron and everything is helpful. That's one of the reasons I need to get... You're always torn in so many directions at all times. Like, do I build the outpost thing as soon as the 45 comes up? Or do I do technology again? Which of course keeps setting us back. But I'm so constantly held back by technology, I can't wait more, can I? This makes all of your care locations warmer. That means you don't have to heat them anymore. Fewer people working there would be good. But I also need to upgrade our heating before we get in trouble. Oh, and those are the expensive ones too. We can't upgrade the coal anymore right now. We could research the wall drill at long last. That'd give us our new workers a job to do. Let's do that. I'm running low on resources lately. Although the steel is the bigger problem, admittedly. So that's good. We're waiting for that to hit 45. Waiting for this to be ready to be manned. Faith Keepers established. You proved that you follow through with your promises. Hope rises. Everybody, a lot of goddamn hope. Where's my hope rising? You lied to me. That's just discontent falling. That's the opposite. I mean, it's not the opposite, but it's not the same thing. There's... oh, such a tiny baby amount of hope. Have faith, brothers and sisters. We shall see the spring yet. Faith is our only hope in this frostbitten hellhole. Let us pray. All our troubles are trivial in the face of eternity. Sing, brothers. These hymns truly work wonders. Our faith will guide us through the ice. That last one really just disappeared the moment it came up. Kind of unreadable in that moment. Alright, so this is fully stocked, but like what, like half of them are sick or something? No, there's not there yet. Okay. This one's backed up because there's no more room in the cookhouse. How much food do we consume per day, though? 333. At this point, we kind of need another storehouse just for food. Or to research the better storage amounts, which I can't afford right now. Where was that? No, that'd be resources? It is a nice, quick, cheap upgrade. I'm gonna need that because our numbers are all scaling up, and 50% more is a big deal. I believe it's mostly waiting time right now. Please don't kill us. Cosmic events.
Time to rest, folks. Work's out for today.
The scouts have reached the cave hideout. We climbed up to the cave. A low stone wall stands across its entrance. Behind it, we can see several men. A few tired men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They're in a bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. Attack them? try to overpower the Americans? No. Jesus. We don't have the option of leaving, so it's talk to them or attack them. The scouts will try to reason with the Americans and convince them to join us. Please tell me they're not gonna fucking shoot me. Please? Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. 35 people. So now they're headed back. 35 more workers. That works for me. Hey, we found the Americans. We found the Americans, we found the winter homians, but now we're being forced to head back with those people, which is fine, but there's a lot of stuff back there to check out. We'll see. Goddamn Londoners, they're taking more of my people, but hey, I'm replacing that number right now with just the Americans. So if I lose this war against the Londoners, then at least I'll hopefully still have more people, so we'll be okay, but damn, if it's not a pain in the ass to get this to work ultimately. I just want them to not run into this wilderness to kill themselves. Is that too much to ask? That's all I really want. What I really, really want. Just waiting for circles to fill up at maximum speed now. Shit, did I lost track, didn't I? It doesn't matter because everyone's closed, so it wasn't going to happen yet anyway, but I still need to build the outpost depot. I was waiting for that still.